There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time, or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen, mofo, ain't no time to slack. So just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother. Just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. We are making a delicious pudding today, or slash dessert, whatever you want to call it. This came through a conversation that I had with Woolworths and Bonnie Upright on Twitter. We're making cinnamon pumpkin roll with a chocolate filling in the middle. And apparently it is amazing. So we're going to do our best to make it. These are all the ingredients you're going to need. So just hit pause on the video and write them all down. We're using pumpkin, as I said. Pumpkins, around Halloween time, easy to get hold of the actual massive things, but we need the actual pulp, like the mesh, all mushed up, okay? And you can buy it in cans like this. In England, it's really hard to get hold of, actually. There's one supermarket that does it, Waitrose, if you're interested, but you can order it online. There's a few sort of suppliers in the UK and get it the next day, but I'm using a tin of pumpkin, and I've actually already stuck my finger in it a few times, just trying to work out what it tasted like, and it's pretty much, I'll just get my finger in it again, it's like the texture of like mushed up carrot, like really sort of overboiled. But it just tastes more butternut squashy. So I guess maybe if you're desperately can't get hold of pumpkin, which you really should, and you try and get it for this, maybe use butternut squash or carrot. But if you do that, let me know how you get on. So we've got other stuff like chocolate, which is going to melt up, some eggs, cinnamon, salt, baking powder, butter, icing sugar. You call that confectionery sugar over in the water in America. Flour, sugar, and some mascarpone, which reminds me of a joke, actually. Well, I don't know if it actually makes sense, but what's the best way to hide a horse? Mascarpone. No, let's get on and make this. Yeah. Okay, so believe it or not, one of the first things we need to do is get yourself a clean tea towel and your icing sugar, slash confectionery sugar, and just pass it through a sieve. Just evenly spread it out like this. All along it. Okay, that'll do. Check that out. Like a nice funky snow effect. In fact, if I peel it away a little bit, yeah, cool, you can see the line. So just leave that there. Now we need to get our oven on and grease a tray. Blah. Right, so I grabbed a baking tray and I put some grease-proof paper on it and stuck it down with my butter. Now what you need to do once it's stuck down is actually get your butter again and work it along the top of it, okay, like this. Cool, so with your tray well buttered, put it to one side and get yourself a little mixing bowl like this and a spoon. Got my cinnamon here, the baking powder, the salt, and the flour. So let's get the flour in first of all. The cinnamon on top. Cha-ching. Wow, look at that. Colour on colour. Now we're going to do a bit of white on white. We've got baking powder in there and then the sea salt. Cha-ching. Let's just give that a little stir together. Okay, that'll do. It's all blended together. It's slightly changing colour. The cinnamon's mixed in all together. I kind of hate cinnamon after that time I ate that spoon of it. But I'm going to move on anyway. So put that to one side. And what we're going to need is another bowl and an electric whisk. So get that down because you're going to need to get your eggs and sugar together, baby. Yeah. Okay, so I've got my 3 eggs now. Just going to pour those in the bowl like so. And literally the sugar straight on top. Yeah. And now you can use yourself a hand whisk if you want, but it's going to wear you out. It's completely up to you. We're going to cream this together. So get an electric whisk like this. Yeah, baby. Once that's all mixed in, we're going to chuck in our pumpkin flesh as well. Yeah. Okay, that has been 2 minutes and you can see how thick that is now. We're going to grab our pumpkin mixture. I only need about half of the tin there, so the rest of it, if I had a dog, I'd give it to that. Otherwise, maybe I'll just try and eat it and make some sort of snack out of it later. Yeah, cool. So, here we go. Let's just take a big scoop of that in. Wow, straight in there. Let's get a little bit more just in case. Right, for some reason I want to get a close-up on this. I'm just going to whisk this together. Let's do it on a low setting. Oh, yeah. Okay, with our pumpkin mixture all blended in, what we need to do is grab our flour in about 2 or 3 parts. So I'm going to try and do it in thirds. We'll push a little bit in, like so, and then give it a little whisk. Okay, that first bit's in, so I'm going to add it in my second third, like so. And whisk again. Okay, so I've just added in my third amount. I've got no more flour left, and I want to show you. You can just see the thickness change in this. Let me mix this together. Just watch. It's almost like a cake batter sort of mix, and that is exactly what we're wanting because we're going to spread it on our tray here and then bake it. It's all good, so keep mixing this through a little bit longer, and then we spread it. Alrighty then, we have got our tray here and the mixture. I'm just going to start to pour that on. I've got a spatula to hand, so we're just going to get it all nice and coated along there first of all. Just push any extra excess out there, make sure it's all on there. As you can see, it's all nice and blended together. It's quite a funky, deep orangey colour, almost like a face pack. And no, I'm not going to put it on my face before you ask. So let's just keep getting that on there and then we'll spread it out. Okay folks, all I've been doing then is grabbing my spatula and just working it up and down, making sure it's in all the nooks and crannies and it's nice and even. So when you're happy with it, we're going to shove it in our oven. Okay, so here is my delicious pumpkin mixture. Apparently, it has to go on the middle shelf of the oven, okay? So we're going to get it in there around about 12 minutes. I've got to get it in, otherwise I'm going to spill this any minute. So let's go. Wow! Okay, and that goes like so. That is nice and warm actually, loving it. Keep your eye on it, see you in 12 minutes or close by. Okay, so while that's in the oven, you'll see why we've got that tea towel over there in just a jiffy. But all you should have left is your chocolate, which I've actually taken out the packet, broken into squares, so I could actually eat one off camera and just confirm it is chocolate. So that's a good thing, right? We've got a little knob of butter there and our mascarpone cheese. That is all going to go in there. We're going to melt the chocolate. I'm going to do it in the microwave because that's the way I love doing it. I'm going to melt the chocolate in there, stir in my butter, and then whisk in mascarpone. Do that with an electric whisk if you want, but I'm going to use my balloon whisk because I feel like being butch, baby. About 12 minutes to kill. Feeling good. Yeah. Okay, so it's a little bit of calm before the storm right now. That's in the oven doing its thing, and I have got the tea towel here ready. So basically, the minute it comes out the oven, we're going to flip the tray, boom, straight on to the tea towel like that. So the icing sugar / confection sugar will sit on it, and then we've got to roll it up like a parcel. So the next thing you're going to see is me dumping it on there and doing just that. Let's see what happens. Remember, you want the cake nice and spongy. Right, here we go then. Just place it down like that. Oh wow. So you just see that cloud of icing sugar? That's straight on there, and all I've got to do now is just sort of, you see the icing sugar went boof. Anyway, enough about icing sugar. Baking sheet thing, we need to pull this off very, very gently, okay? So just ease this off. Be careful, remember, this is still warm. Yeah. Okay, so you can literally still see the steam coming off it. It smells so good. What we're going to do now is literally just lift it up like this. Use the back of your tea towel to support it, and we're going to roll it in, okay? Tucking in the tea towel, like so. Wow. And then sit it down like that. And obviously that is still very, very hot. So grab yourself a little wide tray, like this. Pick it up. Whoa. Wow, it's like a massive smoking hot dog thing. Just lift that up like that. Actually, just put it on the lip there so it doesn't exceed. And there we go. Just let it cool down for around about 45 minutes. A little bit of time to chill out. We'll make our icing, put it all in there, and then we have to refrigerate it then. So we'll get in there. Yeah. Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes left until we can unravel our roll and put our chocolate sauce in there and roll it back up. So we need to make the chocolate sauce. So easy peasy, grab your chocolate, and shove it in the microwave like that, 30-second bursts. Take it out, stir it, take it out, stir it till it's smooth. Then we're going to stir in our butter and then whisk in our mascarpone. Hide a horse, mascarpone. Okay, I've just taken that bowl out of the microwave. Look how smooth that is. It was actually about 2 minutes on and off in bursts, okay? So, I'm going to grab our butter and just plonk that in there, like so. So in it goes, and the heat of the chocolate, if you just stir it through, should melt it all in there. So just keep doing that. Okay, so that butter is all stirred through, so I'm going to grab my mascarpone. In fact, with the same spoon, I'm just going to scoop it in. Yes, in that goes all of the whole tub. Just over 220 grams there, almost about 250 actually. Just going to scoop that right in there. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is just coat it a little bit with my spoon, but then I'm going to need to break it down, as I said before. Ooh, that's on my finger, with my whisk, okay? So give it a little bit more of a stir together, so it's nice, thick and clumpy. Okay, so that is about the best I'm going to get it with a spoon like that. So what I'm going to do then is grab, wow, let me just taste it. Oh wow. If you've ever not had mascarpone and melted chocolate together, it is an amazing combination. Anyhow, let's get our whisk in there and really go to town on it. There we go then guys, that is about done. Look how smooth that is. That is looking gorgeous. We're going to get out our sponge, unravel it and pour this stuff all over it. It's going to be heaven. It's going to be the money shot. Okay then guys, so I rolled out my roll and I've just poured the chocolate on, and all I'm doing is just working it up and down with my back of my spoon, making sure it's nice and evenly spread. And if I get any on my fingers like this, I eat it. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is roll it up. Okay, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is it all rolled up perfectly like that. The bad news is, as you can see, it's got some chocolate on the edge there, and some of it came out the sides, and I'm not even going to tell you what I think that looks like. I put a little bit too much chocolate on it. So it's all good, doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is dust it with some icing sugar to sort of camouflage that a little bit. Then I'm going to wrap it up with some cling film, refrigerate it for at least an hour, and then I'm going to tell you what it tastes like. Okay, brilliant. So just like a secure package, that's all nice and wrapped in a cling film. It's going to go in the fridge now for about an hour and a half at the very least. You could put it overnight, I guess. And I'm going to actually put the icing sugar on right at the end, just for a funky presentation. So we'll do that, and then we're done.
Yep.
Okay, that's been an hour and a half. Leave it longer if you can, but it's a good thing because all that chocolate around the side is all nice and set. So I'm going to decorate it a little bit more with my icing sugar over there on the sieve, and then we will eat it. There. Okay guys, so I'm giving this a good coating in my icing sugar. I do like icing sugar. I'm almost turning it into slightly a bit of a chocolate log, but it's all good. As you can see, it's covered up my little bit of chocolate at the back there. A nice, funky, snowy sort of roof on it. So let's cut a slice out of it and eat it. Alrighty, so I've cut myself a sliver off there, and just off camera, I decided to sprinkle on with my sieve just a teeny bit of cinnamon as well, just to bring back that kick. So you can see it on there, it's got that funky effect there. And here is a slice. I'm gonna go for this and see what it tastes like. And it might shove in quite a big bit actually. Should we go for it? Should we go for it? Yeah? Oh my god. That is really good. 2 minutes. Oh. Wow, that is amazing. Look, I took a massive bite out of it and it is worth it. Very, very naughty. That recipe is incredible. So if I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Have a go for yourself. You know, you might actually do better than I did. I didn't do too badly for a first go. Let me know how you get on, and I'll see you again next time. I love you.